All right, what is going on, guys? It is Trader Cause. This is my second attempt at recording this video because I messed up the first time, so we're going to run it back. As you guys know, if you've been following along in the Discord, I am not home right now. I'm actually in New York because the Infinites were shown in Times Square, and I wanted to see it. So I flew out here, and because of that, I'm not streaming. I'm just recording a video on my laptop, and I don't think my laptop is like powerful enough to stream very well, so I just record when I'm not home. So we're going to do a quick update video on some of the charts, and then I asked you guys in my free Discord to just post questions, and so I'm going to go through some of those as well. So let's jump into this so it doesn't take too long. As always, shout out to Bybit for sponsoring these videos. If you have never used Bybit, they're my preferred derivatives trading platform. And if you want to check them out, there's a link in the bio that you can do so. Okay, so starting with Bitcoin. I tweeted out the other day that Bitcoin looks so ugly that it makes me think it's going to go up, and that's kind of what happened. Like, we had all these equal lows, and it looked like the bounces were just getting weaker, and everyone on Twitter was super bearish, but we ended up rallying, and now we are pushing up a little bit. The only plans for Bitcoin I have right now, and I'm not trading a ton because I am not home, and so I'm not like at my desk as much as I usually would be. But I'd be looking for shorts around Monday's high if we get a rejection there, or I'd be interested in longs if we come back down towards Monday's low. Pretty simple. And then it's good to see that we're holding the weekly open, but not necessarily convinced, I guess, of the bullishness. We've been stuck in this range, something like this, since the 20th, and so I kind of just expect us to keep ping-ponging in this range until we break out of it. If we break out to the upside, then we'll look for some longs targeting like 50K or whatever, and if we break to the downside, then we'll look for some shorts targeting 37. So plans are pretty simple for Bitcoin. Play it within the range for as long as it's ranging, and then after that, we'll look for some trend continuation plays. Moving on to Ethereum. Looks a little bit different. I drew these up when I tried to record this earlier. Basically, if we pull back a little bit more, I'd be interested in longs around Monday's low. Otherwise, look for weakness around Monday's high. And it's also kind of like some equal highs up here. Because we have Monday's high and then this high from September 23rd. So something to watch there, but I'm not in any trades here. So pretty much just watching what Ethereum's doing. AVAX just consolidating, so I don't have too much to say here. Sol, this is the only trade that I'm in. Posted this a little while back in the Discord as well as on Twitter. We broke out. Here was a nice retest for us. Well, also, we were tracking this earlier. Looked for it to break down or break above this downtrend. I believe we talked about this on the stream on Tuesday. It did break out. Nice retest to that little down trend line, whatever you want to call it, and then a strong break within Monday's range, and that's what we like to see. Had a quick retest. I longed some there, and then I longed some more here. I said my stop loss was at, I think in the group I said 129, but I meant 129.9, but that's okay. Neither of those got challenged, although it did. I was underwater for a little bit here. Then we pushed up. I said I wanted to take partial profit at the mid-range, but I missed it right there. Retested Monday's low, held, then we pushed back up. I decided to take 33% off, so 1/3 of my position here at like 141.8, 141.7. And now I'm just riding the rest to Monday's high. But overall, pretty pleased with how this one has played out. You know, we had this really obvious downtrend. Price was just getting pushed down for like 2 days straight. Once we broke out of that, we looked for things to change, and that's been playing out quite well. FTT still in this swing long, but not much to update. We've been in this for like 10 days now. Stop loss got a little close twice, I guess, but not too bad. Still had a decent amount of room there. And I guess I don't really have a ton to say about this one because it's just consolidating, still holding above the support, which is good to see. Like this whole region, this whole consolidation on the way up is now holding as support. So as long as the entire market doesn't nuke, I still feel pretty good about this FTT position. And then lastly, we talked about DYDX on the stream on Tuesday. Nice retest of this range high, and then we got like a 30% move off of that, 28, 27. So DYDX played out pretty well, and I'm kind of just watching it now, but wanted to update on that because we talked about it on Tuesday. So that's pretty much it from a TA perspective, but I'm going to go through the Discord and look at some of these questions. What do I think about mechas? I think mechas are going to be pretty big. I already have it up because I got to this part of the stream or the video when I messed up. I just think they're going to be super competitive to mint because there's over 100,000 followers trying to get 8,000 pieces, almost 9,000. So I think they're awesome. I think the art is really cool, and they're like different from other projects, but I just think they're going to be really difficult to mint. So I'll definitely try though. I think they're pretty sick. Kaz, you're the best. Appreciate you, Victor. Hey Kaz, thanks for this great space. Would love to hear you talk about the medieval pixels. So I'm still bullish on the medieval pixels. They posted an announcement today actually that they're going to add 5 Ethereum into the raid fund for this week. So that's pretty sweet. And they're still trying to build, still doing new things. I know they're talking about possibly doing, I know the roadmap's coming soon, and then they're also talking about a Dungeons and Dragons style game or event or something like that. So I think it's pretty cool how they're still doing stuff. I still think the art is pretty neat. They raided Deadfellas and bought like 11 of them for half an Ethereum, and different medieval pixel holders won all of them. And I think the floor on those is like 1.5 Ethereum right now. So good to see them doing that. So I'm still bullish on the medieval pixels. I haven't sold any of them. Any thoughts on Luna? Let's take a look at Luna. Luna looks pretty bullish. I mean, it's up 11% today. This was honestly the nice long opportunity on Luna, the triple tap or whatever of this range low. But now that it's up here, it's kind of at resistance. Looks to just be like within this range here. So I'm not really doing anything with Luna right now, but I am pretty bullish on Luna, big picture. Would be great for your vid, Geneverse NFT. I haven't gotten a chance to look into Geneverse too much, but I can put that one on my list. Cause, how can a person fix paper handing? Do you mean with trading or with NFTs? If you mean with trading, I think taking partial profit can help you hold on to the rest of it and help you not like sell your entire stack or sell all of your trade at one time. If you mean with NFTs or something like that, then ask yourself like, what's the reason you bought that NFT? And if that thesis is still valid, then don't sell it for less than you think it could be worth one day. And also partial profit. So if you like have 5 of one NFT and you're like, man, these are getting really high, I really think I should sell them. Instead of selling all 5, just sell one, something like that. Or sell 3 of them or 4 of them and then keep one and be like, all right, this is my moon bag, basically. Do I hold any serum? Yes, I do. Cause I have a question. Why are you so awesome? I'm just trying to do my best to give back to the community and help you guys make some money. Next big NFT project. You missed out on the geckos. I've got my eyes on a few, but I still have some more due diligence to do before I want to talk about them publicly. I feel like because of the geckos, there are now pretty high expectations on me for future NFT projects, and so I just want to make sure I'm doing the proper due diligence before telling you guys what I'm buying. But I was waiting with entries for a dip below 41K support line to end the month of September. With today's pump still not able to break 44.5, you think we'll still get a drop, or should I now wait for the RS resistance flip of 45K for a safer entry? So like Bitcoin could come back down to 41K. I can't really say like I think it's going to happen or I think it's going to go straight up. I don't really know what's going to happen. I think if we do break out of this range, then you're going to want to be long. But as you guys know from previous videos and stuff, like my trading is all about a if-then strategy. If this happens, then I want to do that. It's not like I'm predicting we're going to get this and that's my only option. So I try to keep options open and look for different scenarios. If we break above 44.5, I think that's a nice like trend continuation strategy or long opportunity. So I think there will be a major downtrend / stagnation with NFTs. Also, what are your thoughts on the comparison between BSC, shitcoins, and the influx of Solana NFTs? Major downtrend / stagnation. I think at some point, I mean, all markets go through different, whatever it's called, market conditions. But right now, I think NFTs are pretty hot. FTX is putting NFTs on their website soon. They hinted at that today. Here, and they talked about the geckos. So these look like Degen Apes, SMB, Aurori, Thugbirds, and then I like to think they'd added this because I said you're missing one, Sam, but probably wasn't because of me. Still funny though. So I think NFTs could still get a pretty big bump. As far as the BSC stuff and Solana NFTs, I'm not 100% sure. Could I look at BNB? Yeah, let's take a look. So BNB kind of looks similar to, what was it? It's kind of at resistance here with this range high. Like if we think if we think it's in a range somewhere like this, you're long from 342-ish. It sounds like a pretty good entry. I would probably take some profit around here if I was long, and then if we're able to flip this level right here, you could look to add back in. But when you zoom out, also this level has even more historical implications. Like this whole region right here, it's pretty clearly resistance. So I would probably take some profit here if I was long, but get above that, and I think there's a lot of upside. Question I heard earlier, if Sol goes up in price, will Sol NFTs also go up in Sol or just in USD? I think it just depends on the project. Like the really strong projects will be going up in Sol value as well, and that's when you can make some crazy money because your USD value is like going up at an exponential rate if the Sol value is going up and the Sol amount is going up. So fattest bag going into October. Sol, AVAX, Ethereum, not including Bitcoin. Those are probably my three biggest alts. And then as far as like low cap alts go, I'm still very invested in Apex, even though it's been dropping quite a bit. I haven't sold a single one. So make a video regarding NFTs and how to make money with them. So my strategy with NFTs is it comes down to like three big things. Is the product, is the collection unique? Is the art good? And is there a community? By unique, I mean I don't want to buy any knockoffs. I don't want Sol punks. I don't want AVAX punks. I don't want any other type of punks than like normal punks because people are just making a ton of knockoffs and I don't see why any knockoffs would do well long term. Do I like the art? That one's pretty self-explanatory. Like you kind of buy what you like. If you like the art, then you are more likely to buy and hold that piece of the collection. And then the community and the team I think is really important. Like, is the team actually invested in growing the project or do they just want a quick cash grab? And some of that you can kind of figure out from talking to the team, talking to the artists, talking to the developers, spending time in discords like of different projects, things like that. So for instance, with the geckos, I talked with a few of the team members. I spent time in the Discord since there were 400 people in there. I noticed early on that the community did seem pretty special. I was a big fan of the art, and it was unique. It wasn't a knockoff. Like, there were no other geckos. So, excuse me. Those are 3 things that I kind of look for. What Solstead am I going to buy? I don't really know yet, but I think those are pretty sweet. So if you guys, they're on Digital Eyes. Let's see what they're at now. 18.5 Soul Floor. They minted at 0.25 yesterday, so pretty absurd. I have not bought one yet. I'm a little bitter, but oh well. And then any thoughts on Apex? I like with where Apex is in terms of price, I think it's kind of a steal. Like, it's dropped a lot. But I know the team is still working hard behind the scenes. I know they have that Bored Ape giveaway coming up. And I think with more money coming to AVAX, to the ecosystem as a whole, I think Apex is going to do really well. All right, that's pretty much it for the Q&A. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, shout out to Bybit. Link in the description. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it. And I will chat with you soon in the Discord. Peace.